And now, from 12 Studios, this is News 12 Now.
Today is Wednesday, June 19th. Welcome to News 12 Now. I'm Kylee Dedmon. Well, new this afternoon, Ardmore Fire has announced their new interim fire chief this morning. John Henry has now been named the new interim fire chief for the Ardmore Fire Department. Henry has an impressive 23 years of experience. His love for firefighting began at a young age, spending time at the fire station with his grandfather in Stillwater. Starting as a firefighter in Ardmore, he has climbed the ranks to where he is now. And scam alert, the Lamar Sheriff's Office wants to make you aware of a scam going around. The caller is claiming to be Captain Tommy Moore of the Lamar County Sheriff's Department Warrants and Citations Division. The caller will say the matter is urgent and requires immediate attention. The Sheriff's Office says they will never call you about a warrant or citation. The City of Leonard wants residents to know about some construction happening. The intersection at North Popular and East Hackberry will be closed again today as they will be doing a sewer line repair. And today we celebrate Juneteenth, the federal holiday marking the time the last enslaved people in the United States were notified they were free roughly 160 years ago. Chris DeMio takes a closer look at how communities across the country are celebrating Juneteenth by reflecting on the past while keeping a watchful and hopeful eye out for the future.
Wednesday marks the fourth time Juneteenth is being observed as a federal holiday, with festivals, parades, and concerts taking place coast to coast. The celebrations commemorating the day Union soldiers marched to Galveston, Texas in 1865, informing thousands of enslaved people that they were free. The event taking place 2 years after former President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
It's good to see all these people out here in unity.
Civil rights lawyer and jazz pianist Brian Stevenson is using music to honor the struggles and triumphs of black people.
It's like a dream come true for me to take some of the great jazz works of the 20th century and to integrate them with the narrative about the long struggle for social justice in this country.
He's debuting a live performance album called Freedom, Justice, and Hope to protest racial injustice. Meanwhile, local leaders across the country have been raising the Juneteenth flag outside of government buildings. The red, white, and blue banner is full of symbolism, with its bursting star representing a new beginning for African Americans.
Think of Juneteenth as our call to action.
New beginnings and horizons were also a theme during an early Juneteenth celebration Tuesday in Atlanta, where Vice President Kamala Harris encouraged the crowd to register to vote ahead of the November presidential election.
After all, what we know is so much about our history has been about those that would try and deny us our rights.
Chris DeMeo, Fox News.
It is still feeling a bit tropical across Texoma heading into this afternoon. We are seeing temperatures generally in the 80s here, so not really a lot of sunshine either. A lot of low clouds kind of keeping us from warming up and a lot of moisture in the air. These dew point temperatures are incredibly high, which is normal for a tropical atmosphere. Most of us coming in with the 70s, so yeah, it is warm, humid, a little bit breezy. Not as bad as the last couple days, but 5 to 10 mile-an-hour winds will keep things unsettled here. So we're kind of caught in between two systems, at least at the moment here, and we now actually finally have a named system in the tropics. That is Alberto now. So still influencing our weather here somewhat in Texoma, at least for the time being, but that doesn't last long. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But back to you, Kylee.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, Tropical Storm Alberto, the first named storm of what is expected to be an above-average hurricane season, has formed in the Gulf of Mexico with top sustained winds of 40 miles per hour. Alberto is forecasted to make landfall in Mexico tomorrow, but it's already impacting Texas. Dave Malkoff reports.
Dark clouds and gusts of wind rolled into Galveston Tuesday afternoon. The dangers of strong currents are marked by these red flags and no swimming signs. Some beachgoers ignored those warnings, but with waves this high and a potentially dangerous storm approaching, it was only safe to go waist deep. Here on Galveston Island, a popular beach in the Houston area where they've already gone through the devastating Hurricane Ike in 2008 and then Harvey after that, this water is very, very warm. The Earth does us a favor by absorbing 90% of its warming here in the oceans. But it comes with a trade-off. This is jet fuel for hurricanes and tropical storms. And that means cities along the coast are preparing. In Surfside, Texas, Mayor Greg Bisso went to the beach to stop people from swimming or surfing.
Doing this for the safety of the public and also the safety of my employees, my officers, who would have to go out there and rescue these people if they got in trouble.
In Corpus Christi, this RV park is 3 feet, if that, above sea level. It used to be much lower until an upgrade just a few months ago, according to police. Construction worker Greg Dowden is riding it out here.
Maybe they'll tell us at more time we gotta evacuate.
In Corpus Christi, Texas, I'm Dave Malkoff, CBS News.
A joint investigation by the Texas and Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association and the Cole County Sheriff's Office has led to the arrest of a Tupelo man. According to reports, Mark Blanchard has been charged with 5 counts of larceny of a domestic animal. During the investigation, Blanchard confessed to taking 4 steers and 1 bull from his employer and selling them at live auctions over a period of more than a year. The man accused of robbing a Fort Worth bank with a small child in tow is now under arrest. 44-year-old Ronnie Newman was taken into custody by the FBI in Mineral Wells Monday. He's accused of robbing the bank inside a Walmart 2 weeks ago. They say tips from the public led to his arrest. No official word on Newman's relationship to the child. And 5 people, including 2 children, were sent to the hospital after a crash on Highway 75 in Denison Monday night. It happened near Loy Lake Road. The chain reaction crash involved at least 3 vehicles, including a semi-truck, when one vehicle clipped another, causing it to spin. The 2 children were flown to the DFW area with serious injuries. And the city of Sherman is saying bye-bye to any new billboards across town. News 12's Aaron Play tells us about the city council's decision. Driving around Sherman, you may see billboards lining the roads, but City Council has decided to ban them. Billboards that are already up, like this one behind me, can stay, but no new ones can be built. There are more than 70 billboards across Sherman right now, but the city expects that number to decrease with the new ban.
If it's ever destroyed through a storm or an accident or something like that, or if there's a zoning change on the property, it'll have to come down.
Any billboard that has been put up without the city's permission will also have to come down.
Those types of signs, the ones that did not have a building permit, those will actually be asked to be removed.
City Council made the decision after residents complained about the signs.
We know a lot of people don't like them, think they don't look, they don't portray the city in a good light, to have a lot of those around.
Developers have also expressed concerns.
So the city has had several different developers come to us over the course of the last few years and request new locations for billboards. And the state of Texas does give cities a lot of authority to regulate billboards.
Other North Texas cities, including Anna, Melissa, and McKinney, have similar bans in place. Sherman had several options for reducing billboards, like choosing where they can be placed.
At the end of the day, after council discussed it, they really decided it was best for the city to just not allow them at all going forward, so that we do see that number fall over time.
Marking the end of billboards in town. In Sherman, Aaron Pillay, News 12. Southern Oklahoma workers affected by April's tornadoes are getting help to get back on their feet. Yesterday, Oklahoma Works hosted a resource and career fair in Ardmore for those whose work site was damaged in the storms. More than 450 employees were laid off after the Dollar Tree warehouse in Marietta was demolished, and their pay is set to run out soon. There were 50 vendors at the event, including local businesses and state agencies. There were also training classes to help workers get a head start. Now, if you couldn't attend yesterday, more information is available on the Oklahoma Works website and at their office in Ardmore. Another Texas company, Southwest Airlines, made a big announcement yesterday. In honor of celebrating its 53rd anniversary, they're doing a special sale offering one-way tickets as low as $53. It runs through Thursday, and the flights have to be taken between August 6th through December 18th. And Netflix is sharing details about where it plans to open 2 massive immersive venues. Netflix House will be an experimental venue to allow show fans to have real walkthrough experiences as if they've been participating in storylines of Netflix shows. The streaming giant says the first 2 venues will be built in Dallas and Pennsylvania near Philadelphia. Both are set to open in 2025. 2 Southlake, Texas seniors spent their senior year helping North Texas Iran, and Haiti, one step at a time. Caroline Vandergriff has the story.
In between working on their college applications, Jack Liu and Kasra Kiani are thinking about shoes.
If there's no use for them, you might as well just donate.
When Jack spent time in Haiti on a medical mission trip, he was struck by the lack of good footwear.
And the shoes have holes in them, and there's no shoelaces or anything. And I just brought it up in a chemistry class, and then our chemistry table, we're all friends, and then everyone wanted to help out.
The idea grew into the Carroll Shoe Drive Club.
We honestly weren't expecting to be this big. We thought maybe, we could get 100 shoes max.
But they managed to gather more than 300 pairs over the school year, a mix of old and new shoes.
Everyone just came to my house. It took a couple hours, but we cleaned all the used pairs, washed them, everything.
They sent the shoes to Haiti, Iran, and across North Texas to kids who need them most.
Yeah, it was a rewarding feeling. It was good to know that you were actually helping.
Jack and Kasra credit the generosity of the South Lake Carroll community for making the drive so successful.
I guess maybe it's a home environment too. I guess our parents were always give back to people who need it.
The club has upped their goal this year. They're hoping to bring in at least 500 pairs of shoes to donate. Their focus is on kids' shoes, but they'll accept any pair in good condition. If you're interested in helping out their cause, we've got all the information on our website, cbsnewstexas.com. In South Lake, I'm Caroline Vandergriff, CBS News Texas.
Thank you for watching today's News 12 Now. Make sure to subscribe so you find out why Texoma turns to us. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, where you'll see more social media exclusive content. Want more News 12 Now? Watch us live every weekday through the KXII app on your phone or TV and through our website.